Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a great day. To start things off, Vitalik Buterin, the creator of Ethereum, recently spoke about the development surrounding Ethereum 2.0, which is supposed to be the final stage of Ethereum, on a Reddit thread that was dedicated to him. What ended up happening was, without reading through all of the stuff, is that people on Reddit were talking about the actual movement of the Ethereum project and how far it had gone and how far it is going to go and where they saw it actually going. Two people were discussing amongst themselves. It was somebody by the name of Yagan and someone by the name of Don't Hate Science Guy. They were talking about how he added that he had never had less faith in the Ethereum team than I do after the Ethereum nonsense. So somebody else was talking about it, and they were saying, pretty much talking about how they would leave the Ethereum project once Vitalik Buterin left the actual Ethereum team. They would sell off their ether. This right here caught the attention of Buterin as he replied to the Reddit user by stating that the team in question, what they were talking about, that they didn't really care for as such, because once Vitalik left, then there would be no more of the Ethereum team, what have you. Vitalik said that the team in question was larger and broader than he or she thought. He further stated that the developers at Prismatic Labs, Lighthouse, and all the other teams had not been delayed on the progress of Ethereum 2 even by a single day. He said, "While I get frustrated with the antics of the chattering classes myself, it's important to keep in mind that Prismatic, Lighthouse, and ETH2 research team, etc., are all continuing work on schedule, and the recent governance noises, while loud and annoying, did not delay the progress of ETH2 by even a single day." It pretty much comes down to the fact that a lot of people have been wondering, as myself as well, what is going on with Ethereum. A lot of people believed, or still believe, that the Ethereum project is going, not that it's going too slow, but that it has been delayed simply because of some unforeseen unknown forces, that we were supposed to have other upgrades that were promised to us in the end of 2017, and then the beginning of 2018, and then the middle of 2018, and then the end of 2018, and now the time frame that we have now for the, I guess, the finalization of the stages of Ethereum 2.0 are the end of 2019 for the beginning implementations until the very end of it, which is supposed to happen around the year 2021. So Buterin further stated that even state channel Plasma, ZK Rollup, and 1.x rent proposals were steadily moving forward. He added that the current 1.0 clients, which are regularly upgraded so that they could better handle the load of the current chain. He went on to state, "Huge victory a few months ago in dropping uncle rates, as well as constant improvements in block propagation." There we go. "While you're making a bet on the Ethereum ecosystem, it's those silent armies you are betting on." Pretty much stating that they're not delayed, that everything is right on time, and that they're not delayed. I don't really know how else to really place something on top of that. It's been a bit of a struggle with the Ethereum project, simply because there are a lot of other coins who are coming out there who are claiming to be able to topple the Ethereum ecosystem, the Ethereum coin, the Ethereum token, whatever you kind of want to call it. And yeah, I mean, we will eventually get the Ethereum upgrades. It's just more so a matter of when, and if other coins at that point will either be on its tail or will have passed it in market cap. Yeah. Following up with what we had information on yesterday, after crypto exchange known as Binance decided to delist Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision, anonymous exchange Shapeshift has also decided to drop the cryptocurrency, with Kraken considering to follow suit. In a tweet posted yesterday, Shapeshift CEO Eric Voorhees revealed that the company came to a decision to stop listing Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision. He said, "We stand with Binance and Changpeng Cao sentiments. We've decided to delist Bitcoin SV from Shapeshift within the next 48 hours. The announcement drew a negative response from some community members, with one commenter saying that this is action. Okay, so people are now, okay. I'm going to try and stay gray as much as possible. I'm going to stand in the middle, try and say what's going on without giving my opinion on either side. A lot of people are saying that what's happening in the cryptocurrency space by delisting Satoshi's Vision is equivalent to PayPal freezing people's accounts when they don't want them to do stuff. That's one side of the argument. However, the other side of the argument comes down to the fact that the other group within the cryptocurrency community believes that we have no need for forks of Bitcoin or forks of Bitcoin, and that the situation that we currently have in the cryptocurrency space is beginning to not only confuse new investors, but it's also relatively toxic for the future of the cryptocurrency space, especially when you have people who are creating new coins from forks and are putting out bounties on people based on stuff that they have on their body that you have to find them. That's me being gray, standing right in the center of it. This is not like PayPal. This is simply something that's been happening in the cryptocurrency space that people in the cryptocurrency industry do not want to be associated with. So you go to actual, Twitter, Kraken thing, they actually have a poll where you can list yourself if Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi's Vision, should be delisted. At the moment, 72% have said yes, it is toxic. The other choices are no, it needs price discovery, no, it's awesome, and 21% have said that they just simply don't care. 62,000 votes have been polled, and at the moment, yes, it's toxic, delist it, is winning with 72%. I have a feeling that by the end of this week, there will maybe be only about 3 cryptocurrency exchanges that are still listing Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision. And they will probably not be exchanges that you have ever heard of. And there's already a slight rumbling and a slight movement towards people also announcing that they want Bitcoin Cash also delisted. I'm seeing a lot of this come from Bitcoin maximalists normally, but also other people in the cryptocurrency space are also announcing, and they have been announcing for a while, especially if you listen to podcasts, if you listen to people who are major advocates of the cryptocurrency space. A lot of people believe that the forks that have been falling off of Bitcoin are just simply there to attack it and that they are cash grabs. Once again, it's me staying in the gray, just letting you know what's going on. I have my own opinions. I will not get into it because I will start ranting for a very long time. However, Binance is delisting Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision. Shapeshift is delisting Bitcoin Cash Satoshi's Vision, and Kraken is probably going to do the exact same thing. And my suggestion would be, if you happen to have any Bitcoin Cash SV, it might be time to reevaluate your position in that coin. It might be time to think, do I want to hold this in the future? And also, maybe, yeah, that's all I can kind of say on that. Next up, Litecoin is in the news, and another sign of confidence for Litecoin is mining activity keeps increasing to record levels. Script-based mining is picking up ahead of the reward halving in August as a way to scoop up as much Litecoin as possible. Till now, more than 75% of the entire supply of Litecoin has been mined, and after August, the reward will be cut in half to 12.5 coins. There's maybe a little, nope, there's no chart. Pretty much what's happening is there's a lot of fervor and energy floating around Litecoin right now. A lot of people are turning on their machines to start mining as much Litecoin as possible in an effort to get as many Litecoins as possible before the actual reward gets cut in half, which is kind of cool. Litecoin, and this isn't even my opinion, about a good 6 months ago, Litecoin was seen as like a dead coin. Like I said, that's not even my opinion. I feel that way and I felt that way, but you have definitely seen the sentiment change very rapidly for Litecoin. It's nice to see that there's a lot more energy floating around the Litecoin space than we had before. And I think a lot of people are trying, I hope that this momentum doesn't end after the reward gets cut in half, because usually people will throw themselves rapidly at something when they think that they're going to profit a bit more. And then the moment that they're not profiting that 100% anymore, they kind of get tired and leave the space. A lot of interesting information has been coming out about, or rather, I've noticed over the last couple of weeks, a lot of people have become very, what's the word? People are talking more about Litecoin, whether that be negative or positive, and everyone has a very large opinion on Litecoin in one way or another. I think Litecoin will always be around. Do I think it'll always be, or rather, do I think it will be a top 5 coin? Maybe not. Do I think it'll be a top 10 coin? Time will tell. But I think Litecoin will always be around in some sort of way because I think it has captured people's hearts at this point. Next up, this one's kind of cool. BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes, who was in the news every single day, my goodness, revealed that his platform wants to launch Bitcoin-backed short-term bonds. He also wants to allow buying of S&P 500 and NASDAQ QQQ indices with Bitcoin, particularly by people in emerging markets. Speaking in an interview with Luke Martin on his Venture Coinist podcast, BitMEX CEO Arthur Hayes revealed that he's looking to launch Bitcoin-backed short-term bonds and other BTC-backed financial products. He said, I want to create a future where the highest quality exchanges and miners issue short-term Bitcoin bonds to the ecosystem. He said, so let's say you want to buy some 30-day paper. Why can't you buy a BitMEX 30-day zero coupon bond that yields some rate of interest that reflects the market's determination of credit risk? The BitMEX CEO explained that in the next few months, his team will be working on the specifications for this new type of bond. What's more, Hayes. I read it and I was like, Bond said, Hayes says that BitMEX has funded a new startup that will allow people to invest in S&P 500 and popular NASDAQ stocks using Bitcoin without the Bitcoin USD risk. He said, hopefully by this summer, you'll be able to use Bitcoin and purchase the S&P 500 and NASDAQ QQQ indices. And essentially, you won't have a Bitcoin USD risk. You'll send Bitcoin, they'll FX it into dollars, and allow you to buy a swap. And then you want to leave, you'll sell the swap, get back dollars, and then you get back your Bitcoin. This is the step forward to people. First of all, kudos. Kind of cool to be able to buy things on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. With Bitcoin. And also, this is the next step. A lot of people are slowly moving towards it as far as buying in with Bitcoin and being able to check out with Bitcoin. That is going to be very, 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 very important for the future volume and future indication of how much money is going to be flowing through the Bitcoin market. We had news sometime a couple of weeks ago, that apparently over $1 trillion had been transacted through, $1 trillion US worth of volume have been transacted through the Bitcoin network in 2018. If we get the backed thing launched from the New York Stock Exchange, and also if we get the NASDAQ launching their cryptocurrency thing as well this year, I assume and have assumed for quite a long amount of time, these indicators or exchanges will be listed on major cryptocurrency price websites such as Live CoinWatch or even CoinMarketCap. And I think the amount of volume that we're going to see flowing through these things is going to be absolutely astronomical, because this is also going to play a part in it as well. However, there is no however. Nope, that's it. Nope, that was pretty much it. It's kind of all good news. We're just kind of waiting. And I think the market at large is also waiting for things to kind of get launched at this point. Next up, Tether's in the news. In the past days, Tether increased its circulating supply by around 418 million tokens, which were held until now in the treasury. The already printed tokens were drawn back from circulation last fall, when the treasury held as much as 600 million USDT. Now the storage wallet has around 193 million tokens left. In a series of transactions, the treasury was emptied out again, with some of the funds sent directly to Bitfinex, while other tranches going on to unknown intermediary addresses. Richlist records show that Binance, OKEX, and Huobi wallets received the new funds on the 14th of April. The injection of new Tether follows a period of increased trading activity, where the current supply of Tether saw a record turnover. Each token was moving through the trading ecosystem more than 11 times over the course of one day, based on stablecoins war data. Now the turnover speed has slowed down to around 436%, which is still incredible. The increased supply would allow, in theory, even greater trading activity. We had a situation back in 2018 where people were saying The main news was that Tether wasn't real. There was no real money backing Tether. Where was all this money coming from? The people from Tether then gave information this year to say that they actually did have enough money to back their Tether, and that it actually wasn't money. It was also assets that were also backing the amount of Tether that were in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. But in 2018, people were saying, where are you getting all this Tether from? They reabsorbed. They said that they burned. It was news that they had burned or gotten rid of the Tether that was actually on the blah, blah, blah. They took it back. It was $600 million worth. Apparently, this has been re-ejected back into the cryptocurrency space. Part of the situation is, normally what we've seen before in the past is that when the people from Tether either create or eject or inject, put more Tether into the crypto ecosystem, the price of Bitcoin tends to go up, because the theory is that people who are creating Tether, sending out Tether, that they're doing it to buy up more Bitcoin. No one knows what's happening in the cryptocurrency space. I mean, it's just always something completely insane. But people have found out that there are now 400 million more Tether on the market than there were just a couple of days ago. To kind of finish things off, Japanese cryptocurrency exchange Coincheck has added its first 2 altcoins to its recently launched over-the-counter trading desk. This was reported by Cointelegraph Japan. Coincheck, which began operating its over-the-counter service with Bitcoin at the start of last month, now also offers Ethereum and XRP, the second and third largest cryptocurrencies by market cap. Over-the-counter desks offer specialized services for large volume traders, allowing them to save on fees and skirt what would otherwise be considerable hurdles purchasing or selling major crypto investments via standard methods. Yeah, we have news that Coincheck has now added XRP and ETH to their platform for their over-the-counter buying system. Kind of want to say it that way. Anyway, I think that's definitely going to do it for this video. Yeah, SV's price is going down. I believe by the end of this day, I would assume it'll be less than $1 billion market cap. I'm going to assume that other major cryptocurrency exchanges are also going to join in and probably delist the cryptocurrency. Oh, look at that. Just happened. Kind of is what it is. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching and listening. I do appreciate all of your support. As always, a very special thank you to my Patreon supporters. They are Anthony Charles, Nick Mangialavori, Arthur Yaku, Minting Coins, Jim Gardner, Jeremy Fox, Paxis, Vlad the Impaler, Cody, RF Dusty, Richie Rich the Third, Nick Kanaya, Setsuna, Nicholas, One Earth, One Piece, One Love, Crypto Artist, Coldy, 3D, Krypnotic, Jeffrey Ramsey, Amy Starsheen, Yasha Harari, Rai Rai, singer-songwriter Mike Savitz, Carl Birchenoff, Crypto Joe, Gilboa Snake, Shaolin Fried Rice, Wise Night Owl, Jared Schneider, L. Doug, Brady Niels, SC Verzely, Fine Art, Professor Wally from Gunbot University. Thank you all very, very much for your generosity. I do appreciate it. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you.